My name is Anthony Owens. I'm the COO of duGard Communications. Products and services that duGard Communications offer. We're a public relations, small boutique firm, so we do strategic communications, website design, crisis communications, government, and contractual grants sometimes. So we run the gamut of relations and public relations, community relations. My wife actually started the business, so her day-to-day looked like basically her and her partner would try to find clients, and then they would, do the work themselves because it was just a two-man operation. She had a client that had her be in Dallas 4 days a week out of Nashville. So I stepped in while she was away those 4 days each week. And so my day-to-day involved from just coming in, being an overseer of the office, making sure the office was running correctly, to now being the COO, where I'm basically responsible for the operations of the organization and also making sure the back end gets taken care of while our employees and our independent contractors are out doing the work and getting the work done. Issues that I ran into, or that we ran into, was the being properly identified as a business or being incorporated as a business. That goes with filing your taxes, your franchise and excise, getting a state ID, stuff like that. When you start your own business, that's some of the stuff people don't tell you. And then when you start trying to run payroll and trying to play independent contractors, and then the stuff you gotta do after you do all that was one of the major things that we ran into that we didn't really have an idea of when we first started. Like I said, being close friends with the owner, who's my wife. One of the things about the business was definitely the back end of the business. That being an official business, you can start some business but not have all your ducks in a row where you're not really legitimate. And then when you try to get certain businesses and they start asking you for a 1099, they start asking you for what is your business license, start asking you for items that you say, hold on, I don't have that. So you lose some business because you were not officially organized as a business. You thought you were running a business. There's some work you cannot get until you get all your ducks in a row and need all your paperwork officially organized, which that was a major stumbling block as we first started off. And I could see the difficulty she was having when it came time to do end of year taxes, and then it came time to do tax return on your own personal tax. Are you going to do it as a business? Are you going to be LLC? Are you going to be S Corp? Are you going to be one person owned business? How are you going to classify yourself as? And that's the kind of stuff that was the most difficult as you got started. Well, we were using QuickBooks, and QuickBooks actually would do our payroll. And for some reason, they said that they would have to take a year from doing our payroll because of a banking issue that was through no fault of our own. A couple of representatives from GMS, I know they came and spoke to me on a cold call once before. And so I said, let me try this company. So I invited them back in. They came to the office. We sat down with some conversations. They showed me ways they could help us out of the predicament we was in, and also allowed me to do other things while not worrying about this. That's how we got started, and that helped me with, right now we only have one full-time employee who actually gets paid a W-2. So GMS takes care of that for us, handles all the taxes, and does all our paperwork on the back end, and that's been a great help to our company because we don't have to worry about that. The part that was most appealing was someone else could do the work and we didn't have to do it, and then we knew it would get done, and we trusted it would get done. The process is very simple. They send a lot of reminders when it's time to run payroll. They stay on top of you. If you don't see the email, you don't get the call, they make sure you get it. First couple of months, since we weren't used to it, we may have missed it, but they would always be on top. Like I said, at the end of the day, they'll try to call you, text you to get you to run you down to make sure you go ahead and approve your payroll, which was great. Because like I said, if that wasn't in place, we would probably be behind, but they did a great job of doing that. So it's helped us run faster and helped us not even worry about taking care of our full-time employees. This partnership has changed day to day because we don't have to worry about the payroll. They take care of it. We give them the numbers, they run everything for us, they send the check to the individual, they take care of all the taxes, they do the 941. So all of that, they do the state income tax, and this employee we have is not even in Tennessee, so they handle all of that for us. So that's been great for us. So we don't have to worry about that. We know that person's taken care of, and we can just keep doing what we gotta do, and that's getting good product and making good work for the clients we do have. I think one of the best situations I had with GMS was that we, based off the relationship with QuickBooks, we had some information that was behind. And I was on a trip in Tampa, Florida, and was able to set up a virtual conference with two of GMS individuals while I was on a boat and able to conduct some much needed business that needed to be done right there virtually, and it got taken care of, and was able to put my headphones on and while I'm on the water and listen to what they had to say, and they could hear me, and to get, I think it was that was the last loophole that we had to get closed, and we was able to get it done that way, and that was great. Because a lot of times other companies may look and say, well, you're not sitting in an office somewhere, we're not gonna do this, but they didn't mind as long as they could hear me and I could hear them. They didn't mind where I was, and, because I had a bunch of people. It was like a conference that we left here from Nashville, so it's probably about 150 people with us. But as long as we were able to get the businesses done, they didn't care, and that was great because it was able to get done on my time. I didn't have to set aside a time where I was in a set office, and so they didn't mind that. They wanted to get the work done, so it was great. I would, because like I said, GMS, based off our relationship, they have your best interest at heart. They're not going to bombard you with a lot of information, but they're going to let you know what they can do, and then they leave it up to you to make a decision. They don't press you to make the decision. They don't, harass you into making a decision. They let you decide to make the decision. Once you make the decision to come on with them, then they continue to foster a relationship to make you feel like you're a valued client. Make sure your I's are dotted and T's are crossed, and make sure you're official. Because at the end of the day, it could cost you a lot of money, and it could cost you your business if you're not official. And GMS can get you official, and surprisingly, it doesn't cost a lot for them to handle your payroll. Like they say, for payroll and just getting you. And I'm sure GMS can do other things that make a small business become successful and become organized and become legitimate, which, we already went through that struggle before we met GMS, but I'm sure if we had met GMS when we were starting off, a lot of that could have been taken care of for us.